Alright guys, the time has finally come. Genshin Impact's new in-game mode is finally here and we're gonna check it out. Now before we start, a lot of people on my Discord already told me that this new in-game mode is terrible. And I already know that, I already knew that the new in-game mode was gonna be bad because this is Genshin Impact we're talking about, alright? Whenever the devs implement something in the game, just know that it's not gonna be good. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Um, Once again, guys, like the last time I even touched this game was the Spiral Abyss video. Like the only time I really touch this game is if I'm making a video talking about Genshin Impact, and that's pretty much it. But let's go ahead and see here. So you guys can see Stygian Onslaught, the new in-game mode. Now, I also wanted to talk about the feather. You know how you guys can pretty much like reshape your artifacts. Now, it is good the fact that you can like change the stats for your artifacts, but at the same time you're still gonna roll flat defense, flat attack, or like flat HP, which kind of sucks, and you're consuming I think like 2 feathers, which is just ridiculous. So I will say this over here, the reshape feature, it's good, but at the same time the fact that you can still roll flat defense is just ridiculous. So yeah, it's still pretty, still pretty mid. So let's go ahead and go to the quest here. So who do we have to find? We have to come over here to Leeway. All right, come over here to Leeway. Who do we talk to? See, this would have been a perfect opportunity to put a freaking skip button. Look at this. I have to go through this freaking dialogue, man.
Halt, you two. No, wait.
Sergeant, what the heck? Have you been doing night?
Unbelievable, bro. Just let me skip. Let me skip, man. Why do I have to go through this, bro?
Knight in the Knights of Favonius. Granted captain level authority, but now that introductions are out of the way, let's get back to business.
Wait, Kuching's here too? Huh. This situation must be more complicated.
Lady Yuheng, as you predicted.
Good work, Fangjin.
I am literally mashing this button right now,
It's been
bro.
a while, you two. Let me start by giving you a brief.
Just let me play. Let me play. Let me play. Oh my gosh.
Please don't worry, Paimon. Still,
Like, you guys are already gonna explain to me when I go to the new mode, man. Why do I have to go through this? Dialogue prison.
You're back early.
That explains why the ley line deposit is bright red.
I'm gonna have to like just cut this out in the video, guys. I'm gonna have to just cut it out for y'all. I wasn't expecting this much dialogue just for a new game mode. Holy yap, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
So to summarize, option 2. Understood. I'll need to contact.
Hey, isn't this...
Sorry. Plus, so if you don't want. Meanwhile, I'll have scouts keep up. Of course, if you. And once the ley line disturbance has been brought under control, I will review your record and compensate you accordingly.
Paimon too, plus...
That looks like. I like what I. Yelan?
Are you serious? For a new game mode, this much dialogue for a new game mode. Why? Why? Oh my gosh. Yo, fuck Hoyo, man. You guys are so damn annoying, bro. Please don't tell me there's more.
Keep your eyes peeled and your. Remember. With that said, I await.
Yeah! We'll be back with...
This is unbelievable, man. Like, it's so crazy how they have to put dialogue in everything. A 10-minute dialogue session for a new game mode. Why? Unbelievable. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. You see, they're gonna explain to us anyways. Like, I don't even understand why they had to bring out Kaching and Yelan to explain when you guys are already gonna explain it when I go to the game mode. It makes no sense. You must select the difficulty for staging onslaught challenges. As the difficulty increases, the challenges you will start featuring leyline disturbances which affect combat. Your opponents will also grow trickier to deal with. Completing a more difficult challenge will also let you obtain rewards from the difficulties below that one. After you enter a challenge, you must head to 3 separate battlefields and complete 3 time limited battles. Challenge is considered complete for this difficulty once all opponents in the 3 battlefields are beaten. You can invite teammates to take part in the co-op challenges. While in co-op mode, when multiple players enter the challenge, your opponent's combat power will change to that of the corresponding co-op difficulty and will not continue to change based on the number of players doing this challenge. Co-op challenge results will be recorded separately and you can check set records at any time. However, only single player mode challenge records can be displayed. And there we go. So it says normal difficulty and then yeah, whatnot. Okay. So we have hard. Let's do hard for now. Yeah, let's do hard. So they have hard, menacing, and fearless. So if we check the challenge rewards here, so it says if you complete the challenge on hard or higher difficulty. So okay, if you complete hard, then you can get all the primos here. If you complete hard. But if you want to complete like if you want to get the feathers, you have to complete menacing or higher. I don't even like the sound of that, man. I already could tell that this is gonna be some pay to win shit. Like, oh, if you want to get the feathers, oh, you're gonna have to have like extremely powerful characters. That already sounds annoying. So who are the bosses here? So we have Hydro Talupa in Battlefield 1, Battlefield 2, Lava Dragon Statue, and then Secret Source Automaton Overseer. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Cryo is literally dog shit on my account. But we're gonna go ahead and just go with Pyro here. What is this? Oh, the artifacts. Okay, cool. Actually, let's just pick this. All right. So let's go ahead and just start it. Okay. In normal adventing and hard challenges, you can adjust your party composition for every battle, and there are no character restrictions. In co-op mode, the leader shall select and start the challenge. Press the button on the left side of the minimap to review challenging from. Okay, so I can use whichever character I want. Let's do Hydro Talupa first. Okay, cool. I can use whatever character I want. Okay, that's nice. Let's go ahead and put in, of course, Arlecchino. So Arlecchino, um, I don't want to put in a Dinjo character because that's just not gonna do it's not gonna do well for us. You, I'll say probably like Azuha, and then I'll say, what about like Delonin and Bennett? That might be good because this is like a hydro monster, so I don't really need to have like a hydro applicator at all. So I think that's nice. Yeah, we can just rock with that.
Transfixed. One with nature. Let's light it up. Into the wind. Off we go.
Everybody stand! Let engraved names
All right, cool. We're doing pretty well so far. Of course, this jackass wants to run away. All right, nice. We did it. Okay, hard mode is. That was easy. That was easy. Okay. Hard mode was easy. So next, we just come over here. I'm pretty sure we just we get the artifacts. You still have to consume resin, but we'll take it. Let's see here. So you're pretty it's like you're in a domain right? Because you're still spending resin to get the artifacts.
Neutralize!
The wind knows it. Laid bare. Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Extract!
Into the wind. Transfixed.
Everybody stand! Fresh and floral!
Everlasting as
Oh, done already. Okay. Oh, that boss is done. Let's go and return that. Get this. Cool. All right, next boss. So that's complete. Now we have to fight this cryo asshole. So we're gonna go ahead and pop in Ayaka here. So Ayaka, let's put in Yelan. Ayaka, Yelan, Farina, and Jalonin.
quietly now.
Whirling snow! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Ha!
Letting brave names echo. Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
My apologies! Time to shine! Yeah! Yeah! Take flight!
You gotta be kidding me, man. Another dumbass mechanic where this boss really has a lot of resistance. Dude, that's so annoying, man. All right. So we completed that. We come over here. Let's claim this. Boom. All right, that's completed. And now we just leave, right? We just go ahead and leave this domain. All right, exit. So let's see the rewards. Let's see the rewards here. Let's see the rewards. Here we go again, guys. I'm gonna cut this shit out and we'll be right back. All right, so let's check out the challenge rewards here. Did we get all the primos? Okay, so we got all the primo gems. Cool. All right, so we got all of them.
It's dreamwork. Into the wind.
You see, we're actually doing pretty well against this boss here.
Everybody stand!
One with nature. One with wind and cloud.
A little ambiance!
This is where you fall. The wind knows me.
Extract! Going in!
Transfixed.
This'll brighten up the place!
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. A door.
Everybody stand back!
Nice. Come on, man. We got like 30 seconds left. Come on. Pop ult.
The moon.
Good.
One with nature.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. There's no way.
A little ambiance!
There we go. All right, so that boss, we cleared it. Okay, we cleared that boss. But it's, I don't know, man. It's just, Hydro Talupa is a little bit tough. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe because I don't have Kuki Shinobu. Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. But let's go ahead and do this boss here. Let's do this boss. All right, boss.
Strike a pose.
Come on, Farina. Oh, come on. There we go.
Let my name echo in song. Busted. Things are about to get done. My apologies.
What the fuck, bro? Come on, man. Let's retry that. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay.
Take flight.
Yo, my damage is literally like microscopic, bro. I'm not doing anything.
Let the mountain's veins boil. Shower me with praise. Bringing it was
Dude! What it like, come on. And that's what's gonna get on my nerves about this boss. I have to stay on Ayaka because she's gonna like decrease his damage. But like her ultimate isn't even up yet.
gotcha. Bring it. Whirling snow. Let the mountain's veins boil.
Are you fucking serious?
Kami-sato art. Sometsu.
This is a joke. This boss is an absolute joke.
Here comes the cash. Strike a pose. Let my name echo in
Like, guys, look how much damage I'm literally dealing against this boss.
flight.
This is exactly what I'm talking about when I say dumbass mechanics, bro. You have these stupid ass mechanics where you're literally dealing no fucking damage because, oh, guess what? I have to use cryo to get rid of his, you know, damage resistance. Ooh, no. Like, bro, get me the fuck out of here, man. This boss is shit. I'm not even gonna waste my time fighting that because it's garbage. It's absolute garbage. But guess what? If you have his Scofier, that's gonna be really easy. If you have Skirk, very, very easy. Make it make sense, man. Oh my gosh, dude. So apparently, once you reach 120 dire points, so you guys can see, it says once you reach 120 dire prestige, you gain an additional random 5-star artifact, and it said it will be obtained from the 2 sets available in a domain selected by the player as a phase reward. So you have to reach 120 dire prestige in order for you to gain pretty much an additional 5-star artifact, which is good. But here's the bullshit. Once you reach 1,200 dire prestige, you will earn a dire commendation. So they don't even tell you what the dire commendation is. All right, they don't even tell you what it is. They're just saying, oh, once you reach 1,200, you're gonna get a dire commendation. What the fuck is that? And I'm pretty sure what they mean by dire commendation is that you're going to get, guess what, 5-star weapon skins or a 4-star weapon skin. They don't even include this in the details. The fact that they're trying to hide that you are getting like weapon skins from this event just goes to show that what they're trying to do is they're trying to make this event as pay to win as much as possible. Yeah, you do get the primo gems, which is good. Every free to play player can get the primo gems, but they're literally locking the 4-star weapon skins and the 5-star weapon skins behind the paywall, because ain't no way a free-to-play player that has C0 on all their characters is going to beat this shit, especially when it comes to fearless mode. There is nowhere going to beat fearless mode or higher. It's not possible, bro, for a free-to-play player who has C0 on all their characters. It's not possible. So they're literally hiding details. They're hiding details so that, you know, free-to-play players will think, oh, I don't have to beat, you know, fearless mode or higher or menacing mode or higher. You know, it's just feathers. Who cares? But you guys do understand that there are weapon skins that they're locking in these modes. So once you reach 1,200 points, look, there is no way for me to see, you know, the details here. Like, I don't know what I'm going to get. I literally don't know. I don't know. If I come over here to my characters, right? I come over here, I click dressing room, and I click weapon. They don't even show any weapon skins. They don't show the weapon skins here, right? I go to every single character in the game. Dressing room, weapon, no weapon skins. I come over here to the shop. Let's see if they actually show the weapon skins in the shop here. Right? Yeah, you do get them in this event, but do they actually show these weapon skins somewhere? No, they don't. They don't show the weapon skins. There's no way for you to, have access to these skins unless you beat the modes or you reach 1,200 dire points. So they're literally trying to hide this shit from us, bro. They're trying to hide it so that nobody can complain about this because nobody knows. Because when I came over to this video over here, this person pretty much dropped this video, and this is how I noticed. This is how I was able to get information and realize that you do get weapon skins once you like reach, of course, 1,200 dire prestige points and you beat a fearless mode or higher. Like, at least let players get a weapon skin if they beat menacing mode. Menacing mode is annoying, but it's possible, right? It's possible. Fearless mode is just straight up pay to win territory. It's pay to win territory, 100%. But it's just obvious what they're doing here, right? So this person pretty much completed. Oh, my volume was high. Sorry about that. But this person completed menacing mode, and you guys can see they still didn't get the weapon skins. You're just getting a feather, Mora, and talent books, and that's it. EXP books. That's all you're getting. So now he goes ahead and completes fearless mode. So after he defeated fearless mode, look what happened, guys. Look at this. Look at that. All of a sudden, you have access to these additional rewards. Where were these additional rewards? Why didn't you guys include this in the actual event so that everybody can see it? How come you're locking these details behind a paywall? Oh, if you don't beat fearless mode, then you're not gonna have access to these additional rewards. You're not even gonna see the weapon skins. We're not even gonna show you the weapon skins unless you beat the mode. So you guys can see here. So look at this. So it says complete the challenge on dire difficulty in single player mode. And once you do, it says Radiant Phantasm preview. So you can pretty much look at these weapons. And here's what's even more disgusting. These weapon skins, they will disappear in 41 days. So they're not permanently on your account. If there's a trial, these are not even permanent weapons. Now, I know some people are going to be like, well, that's good because, free to play players, they're not going to feel left out the fact that, pay to win players, they have weapon skins, meanwhile, free to play players don't. That's a good point. But at the same time, it's still kind of shitty that, if somebody's going to spend money on this game, they beat the end game mode and they get the weapon skins, and the fact that they can't even keep the weapon skins permanently on their account, why? Just why? And I already know what they're going to do here. Every single time this new in-game mode is going to have a reset, they're going to implement new weapon skins, and it's going to be a trial. That's what they're doing. So what they're doing is they're trying to, make sure that free-to-play players are not missing out. But at the same time, are they really not missing out when you guys are giving pay-to-win players new weapon skins every new season or every new reset? Just because it's not on their account permanently doesn't mean that you guys are not going to give them more skins in the future. So I don't even understand why they're trying to remove these weapon skins from, your account after 41 days. It's like, it's pretty obvious that after 41 days you guys are going to make new skins, and then if you beat, fearless mode or higher, you're going to have access to these skins. It's the same nonsense. So it's just unbelievable, man. Like, how can you guys flop so hard with this new in-game mode? How can you guys flop so fucking hard? Like, it's already obvious what they're doing here. They're trying to be scummy. They're trying to be really, really scummy because they're hiding this information in the game. All these, weapon skins that you see in this video. If I come over here on Genshin Impact right now, I literally have no access to these details. I don't even know what the weapon skins look like because I didn't beat the dire mode, right? I didn't, not dire mode and fearless mode, but I didn't beat fearless mode. So therefore, I don't know what it looks like. Literally hiding information on purpose. Like, at least give us a little preview. They're not even gonna give you a preview. And when it comes to the 1,200 dire prestige points, you have to spend 1,200 resin. 1,200 resin to get a dire commendation. And I think the dire commendation is you getting a 5-star weapon skin. So if you don't want to spend a lot of resin, just beat fearless mode. and you're gonna get all the weapon skins. But if you can't beat fearless mode, you're gonna have to sacrifice 1,200 resin. Forget about the other characters you're planning on building when it comes to talents, when it comes to materials. Forget about that. And you guys can see it says time remaining 9 days and 10 hours. Who the fuck is gonna waste 1,200 dire prestige points just to look at weapon skins? Who's gonna do that? Nobody's gonna fucking do that. Nobody. And that's exactly why they put 9 days as the duration. Because they don't want you to get these weapon skins, bro. They want you to pull out that wallet and spend money. Because they know that nobody's gonna sacrifice 1,200 stamina of resin just to look at weapon skins. Nobody's gonna do that. And I know there's going to be a bunch of Genshin cucks who are going to come in here saying, oh, well, you guys wanted an in-game challenge mode. Well, here it is. Here's your new in-game. There is a difference between in-game and a challenge. A challenge is you having an opportunity to challenge yourself. And while you're challenging yourself, you're rewarded if you beat that challenge. And the only thing you can do to beat that challenge, the only thing you can rely on is skill. But since Genshin Impact, since this game has no fucking skill, it's just mechanics, it's just bullshit mechanics, and you spending money, the only way you can reward yourself is by spending money. So no, this is not what players were asking for these past 5 years. We weren't asking for a game mode where you have to pull out your wallet to get weapon skins. That's not what we're asking for. What players have been asking for the past 5 years is put in a game mode, put in in-game content where players can actually rely on skill. You guys remember the parry mechanic, right? A lot of people were making theories saying, oh, they're gonna add a parry system in this game, which is gonna be good. Every character is gonna have a parry system. Because you guys remember the Traveler, I think it was for the what was it? Was it that the story quest for Kazuha where he was parrying? It was like in the tournament, I forgot. But they were doing a lot of, parry mechanic events. It's been 5 years and parry mechanic is still not in the game. No dodge counters, no parry mechanic, nothing. This game literally takes no fucking skill. It's just, let me see how much money I can spend on this game. Let me C6 this character. Boom, 1 million damage. I'm going to come back over here to this video for you guys. Look how much damage this guy was dealing. All right? Look how much damage he was dealing with this Mavwika. Let me show y'all. It's hilarious how people think that Genshin Impact, it's like, oh, if you have skill, you're gonna deal more damage. Please tell me how is skill gonna help you deal 800,000 damage in this game? Is skill gonna somehow boost my damage numbers? Look at that. 500,000 damage, 200,000, 800,000 damage. Oh wow, 300,000. And look at the boss's HP. This person probably dealt like 15 million damage. And he was just pinching the boss's health. So, once again, when it comes to this new in-game mode, relies on you spending money. If you want to get the weapon skins, drop money. It's that simple. All there is to it. And I think it's scummy as fuck for them to do that. And on top of that, hide information from players who can't complete fearless mode. They're literally hiding details so that people won't complain about this. Disgusting. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Those are my thoughts on the new in-game mode for Genshin Impact. And yeah, it's an L. It's a complete L. Yeah, you do get the primos, but it's still an L because it's literally a paywall. They're locking rewards behind a paywall, which is just disgusting. But I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll be catching you guys soon. Adios.